perfectly. Okay, great. So we're going to zoom into the different sections. So this is our kind of move pool we have with Lili. Lili has all these moves here that can be used out of full crouch. Oh, that's why I put slide in there. These are the moves that I can do out of full crouch, and they have different usages and things like that. So any of the down fours, I have them in this top corner right here. These are moves that are going to put you in full crouch. Your down fours, your full crouch down fours, back turn down fours, so on and so forth. These moves right here are going to be can be your bread and butter to get you into full crouch and start this kind of pseudo full crouch game. With the opponent may sidestep Lili, and she has a couple different options that will hurt enough to make them stop sidestepping and make them do something else. And those are going to be in this little heart right here. If the opponent sidesteps right, they will get hit with full crouch down forward 1. They can run into while standing 3. And you also have another down 4 that you can do out of it. So down 4, down 4, down 4 is going to stop the opponent from sidestepping. But they can parry that, and they can hit you with a hop kick. And that brings us to the retaliation section of the chart. You have up back 1, which comes out at 18 frames depending on the move you're doing. So it comes out at 16, but it slows down depending on how negative you are with the move you're doing. You can sidestep. But sometimes if you're on player 2 side, you can't sidestep down because you're in full crouch. But you can up forward 2, which would force Lili to sidestep in the other direction. A big one that Lili has is her up 3+4, where she kind of just jumps completely over the opponent. And that will jump over them and it'll beat 13 frame moves. But it depends on the move, of course. Some people have really good 13 frames that hit higher. And then we have lastly forward 2, which is an armor move, which allows you to just armor through 15 frame moves or slower moves, and allows you to take your turn back. So those are kind of the base of the Lili heart pyramid, it looks like. And then we have, if the opponent does a high, you're already in full crouch, so a lot of your options that you have are going to actually crush the high move that they're doing to retaliate. Because one thing I know in my head is if the opponent does down 4, I can jab them out of a lot of different stuff, and I'll go for it if I'm not expected to be high crush, which I never am, by the way. Unless I've seen Anna's or Xiaoyu's get into something like that, in which case you can do a down forward 1 or something like that, but we haven't got there yet. So any one of the moves in this heart up here at the top can deal with a high move and crush it. And you can get a launcher for it. While standing 2, while standing 3, you can parry highs in full crouch after a down 4. You can just press up and parry. You can also sidestep Matterhorn, which does a beefy amount of damage for whatever retaliation they had. It will also beat any linear move they have because Lili isn't too negative on hit in full crouch, which allows you to sidestep and Matterhorn. And then from there, if they are doing mids, that's when things get a little bit trickier, or you have fewer options because you are at a disadvantage in full crouch because of the only time you'll be at plus or positive is after a down 1 at tip range would be +1, or a back turn down 4, which would be +3. Which allows you to do a lot of cheeky stuff, actually. Like, you can take advantage of their hesitation with forward 4s and what have you, and things of that nature. But you can parry as well. You can sidestep Matterhorn a lot of mids because they're not going to pin you down more often than not. And then a while standing 4 comes out at 14 frames, so that's something that'll work. But after a back turn down 4, it comes out at what is that? What's that math? Down 4 is -2, while standing 4 is 11 frames. So it'll be 14, and it'll clash with 13. So I did my math right. And then back turn down 4 is +3. So if you do while standing 4, it cannot be interrupted. Unless they would have to sidestep it. And then, yeah, down 4 after back turn is really good because you're +3. You can do full crouch down 4 at 1, which is safe and tracks to Lili's her right side. She has while standing 1, 2. You can keep doing lows and really put it in their head that you're going to do these lows. And lastly, if you have the opponent's going to do a hop, or if they're going to do a low to beat your low because you're, I guess, on the floor already or pretty low, you can parry it. If you do a down 4 into parry, it works. You can also block it, or you can hop kick it or up 3. And that is the Lili full crouch game, basically. So that's it for now. This was supposed to be a secret, This was all my thoughts. I wasn't ready to release this to the public. Oh my goodness. But this is basically it. So, that makes it so much easier for me. I'll just clip this and leave this on my channel for all y'all to see. But that's it. Happy Valentine's Day. It's your boy Trojan signing off.